Hi guys, and welcome back to Sherman Foods, where we have fun with food. Today we are making sun-dried tomatoes in your dehydrator. All you need is tomatoes, spices, and your dehydrator. Let's get started.
I'm using grape tomatoes, but you can use any type of tomatoes you prefer. First, start off by washing your tomatoes, then cutting them in appropriate sizes for your dehydrator. I'm using oregano, rosemary, garlic powder, basil, salt. But the cool thing about this recipe is you can do whatever you prefer. There's no strict measurements here, nothing you have to put in here. It's just to your taste. I also feel like getting in there and using your hands really makes the recipe special. Just make sure they're clean first. When drying the tomatoes, set your temperature anywhere between 135 and 145.
All in all, my tomatoes took about 12 hours to be completely dry. At about 6 hours halfway through, I checked the tomatoes, I gave them a little squish, still squishy, juices were still flowing. So I put them back in for another 6 hours. I checked back in and they were done. So of course, since you are putting them in oil at first, they're not gonna be completely crispy hard. They're still gonna have that oily residue on there, but the tomato itself will be a lot firmer. You're not gonna be able to squeeze it and see those tomato juices coming out. Now, because we marinated the tomatoes in oil, they will not be shelf stable. So you will need to either put them in a jar, put them in more olive oil, and then you can keep that in the fridge. It's a great way to have on hand. You can put those in pasta dishes, you can put it on pizza. They'll just be there for you when you need it.
When doing this, make sure to cover the tomatoes completely and poke around in the jar to get rid of the air bubbles.
And that's how we do it. Sun-dried tomatoes. It's delicious, it's easy, and it's great to be able to add on to any of your favorite recipes. Let's say you have a pasta dish that just needs a little more oomph, a little more pop of color, pop those tomatoes on there. Let's say you're baking a homemade pizza, pop those tomatoes on there. Let's say you're crazy and you have vanilla ice cream, you just want some color in there, pop the tomatoes on there. Whatever you want. It is yummy. I personally can just snack on them. I had a friend who tried them. She was like, oh, these are like raisins. You can't just have one. So be sure to make them. You can give them out for gifts, whatever you want. But we had a lot of fun making them, didn't we? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to tune in next week. We are doing a canning recipe. That will be new for the channel, so I hope that you tune in. Y'all have a wonderful day.